Hey, remember BCat, the legend behind Portal Snake, Fractal Factory, Squishcraft? These are games that have horrible graphics, but have actually incredibly good gameplay. I've made this a whole series. I started on my channel. Like, this is 3 years old, this video. Anyway, new game, Impossible Chess just came out. I CBA'd the comments section. I saw some confused people in my server and whatnot, but I thought I'd add this little clip. By impossible position, this game is referring to positions that you could not have ever obtained from valid moves on a game of chess. Like if you go here on like Lee Chess's analysis board or any chess analysis board, there are certain positions that you literally could not get to because it implies impossible things. For example, like if this bishop somehow got out of the pawn chain or something. I made a lot of music for New Chess Battle Advanced in the past. Which one do I use for this video? Alright, can this be a lot of things? Like, even a queen here or whatever could make it not possible, because how would you get past these pawns without having captured any of these? Impossible, next level. Alright, now you can't mess with these, but 2 kings will make it impossible. Oh, now I can't use it? Okay. Wait. Wait. Can I stack it on top? I cannot. Okay, how about a pawn in the first row? Impossible. You make 2 pieces. Well, bishops on the same color are definitely not possible. Knights? I mean, 2 queens are not possible either, I think. Like, pawns couldn't ever get past this to promote into a queen, so 2 queens should also be impossible. Okay, now what? Really? Hold on a second. Couldn't I move these pawns, like, anywhere I wanted? I guess there's also the thing where, like, the enemy knight is allowed to, like, move around, like, in any position. So I need to consider that, like, I'm considering putting, like, the 2 knights here or something. So, I I don't know if the same idea works with rooks. Does this work? It's possible, sadly. Alright. Wow, I don't actually know how to do this now, really. It's possible as well. Okay, like what's the move? I guess it does make sense that would not be possible. The knight's getting out of the way. Like maybe knight's getting stuck in the corner or something is an idea. Because like the enemy knight needs to move back. Oh, what about 2 checks at once? Alright, impossible, nice. White to move. I love that detail. White to move. Is it this? Yes, okay. Oh, 2 pieces. I mean, this looks ridiculous, doesn't it? I mean, the opposite way around. This looks insane. Is this possible? I mean, maybe, like, there's 2 checks at once happening. So here I'm imagining some sort of, like... I feel like there's a check, but also maybe some triangulation parity logic. Like, the way that these knights need to get into position is, like... One of them makes the move... Oh, God. There's one move that's made, and the other knight moves. Or some other piece that's, like, harmless to move. Because... even if you, like, displace this knight and then move the rook out of the way, you can't break parity. I think. Because, like, this rook is stuck between 2 locations where none of the pawns can move. And the knights have to switch colors every move. So maybe there's some parity thing there, where, like, a check can happen, but at the wrong time interval or something. Okay, to be honest, I went to an analysis board because... I confused the hell out of myself with the idea that maybe the other knight could come and take its position, but the parity is actually retained, so there's nothing there, I think. So let's just put this on the opposite parity, and it's impossible. Okay, 1 piece to make this position impossible. So we have bishop here, but it's actually possible because of promotions. In fact, a lot is possible from promotions, huh? Even 3 pawns could promote to the same. Also, the king is in check right now. And black can't move into check, so it's implying unless I block the queen, which I don't feel like I would do that. I think it's, like, knight here. Because it's a double check, but nothing could have made it happen, right? Like, for example, instead, if it was, like, a rook here, it could be a discovered check from the rook moving from here to here, but with a knight, I mean, the knight could still move from here to here. Wait, but the rook could just be blocked by our king. Okay, that's pretty great. That's pretty great. Two pieces to make this position impossible. Or we blocking black's next move? Seems like we could still move forward here and here. There's a check here. I wonder if we're gonna do like multi-turn impossibilities. I also see that like this was in check. Do we block off the queen? Because it seems like we had to have moved the knight to block the queen check that happened. But maybe there was a black piece covering this square. Oh, there's a knight here though. There's no other black piece. All the black pieces are on the board right now. So there's no captures, but maybe the rook moved out of the way. I don't know, that would still be valid, I think. Okay, like, I think they are here. And another thing about this, and not the other way around, I think, because maybe the rook discovered check is like on purpose, but then it takes a lot to lock up like this, because the bishop now cannot even enter without the rook coming in first. I don't know if that's actually, I'm gonna do this first. Impossible. Okay, I guess it didn't matter, which is a bit weird. I would think that would be the kind of thing that would matter. Okay, I did the effort of doing the entire game on a new tab. The other way also works, but I went to Lichess, and I'm pretty sure that discovered check thing just works. Oops. Yeah, see, I messed up a little bit while making this position, but here, it's possible. It's because of this rook discovered check over here. Okay, next level. Oh, yeah, it's back to level 1. Alright, bye. New game plus! Lol, it got patched. Okay, some new levels got added, and there's also now a different starting bit. Like, this is not the same because there's a bishop here now. And now level 5, you need to do this to block the bishop, and that bishop could have never gotten there because this pawn never moved. Okay, we have this two pawn situation here. Oh, we never use them. Maybe a bit dissatisfying now that we never use those pawns in this new version. Okay, but this level got fixed because of what I mentioned. Yeah, isn't that nice to see in a game? I mean, it would be nicer if it was like this. But no, I didn't think good enough, so this is why this is here. My original idea for this would have been good, but I don't think we can make it happen without a ton of spam of, like, reds. Is that in a situation where, like if they were all black pawns, even in just this situation, this pawn could have only gotten here if we went here with two captures. And I wanted a puzzle where a pawn like all the way back here would be forced to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 captures. One over here is 1, 2, 3, 4 captures. And if you have a full line of pawns, that sums to 15 captures. But there's two white pieces over here, so that's 17 white pieces, which is not possible in chess. The problem is, the idea got cheesed because you can actually make it more impossible simply by dropping this. See, now how the hell could that pawn have ever gotten there when these pawns have not moved? So there we go. And also, yes, place 4 pieces. This one is just... This one's funny too because I suggested the level where you must erase a piece instead of adding one. I was like pretty sure all of them are possible. of them. And like instantly after I come up with an idea that does this. But yeah, now we are placing empty bits. Of course, like, there is a potential meme of, like, oh, the checkerboard color or whatever. And the knight can jump around, like, constantly. And, okay, so my idea was, well, if you have something like this, then who did the final capture? It must have been a rook, but then if you get rid of all the other rooks, then there's no piece that could have possibly done the final capture. This is a little bit different, though, because we have white to move here. And that feels like it must be like something specific about white getting trapped, potentially. But I feel like this is not going to work because the final move could have been a black knight getting captured here. I mean, a black knight capturing a white knight. That implies that I should move this up here. Because now, white to move. White... Well, the question is, what is black's last move? And the answer is nothing. It's very obviously nothing now, because it's White's turn, and yet Black had to do something last turn. I don't see what Black could have done last turn now, so let's go. Game completed, yay. My final puzzle is figure out why this position is impossible.
Chess battles are done.